Let's see. Let's make sure that the rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Temu. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defence of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Gallians deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at Observatorium in Corfus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Okie dokie. Yes. What we're doing, we're going down here to Castrum Century. Case in Castrum. Eat my food. Off a lake. Portelaine. Yo. Temu, the one who unmasked the heretics in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an insurgent of Sola, but of course Lord Relmont confided to me that you were a sign of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry, what interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see that might explain our scouts report. They observe 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Hyrule woman, an Elzin man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them, it has to be them, Minfilia, Urionje, Papulima, and Tataru. If that's Cantmos is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Corfus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue. Hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Temu, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given a choice, I fear he'll take the latter. Funerals held in the Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it's an endeavour that we admit some slight delay. The matter of escapee, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops. Setting off in the pursuit, it is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Gallians took our fellow Scions prisoners in hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know out of the echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this might prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. E. And the preparations are almost complete, my lord. They stand the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge these land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and when the spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide, as you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Rehitin, you depart for Castrum Ockendins at midnight. You will command the western front in Veilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I will live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command of half our forces to her. I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. Eyes on the Empire. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Gallian activity along Alba-Lafia's span. Owing to this, I have the honour of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the reports of the Imperial airship emergency landing came to us by way of Dezimil Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Brinselt, may be able to tell you more. So, as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Yeah, you sure will. I'll go this way, that way, and that way. And I'm kind of over leveled. Green, oh yeah, earrings. That. Everything is green. Gee, where am I going? Where am I going? Let's see. You stand before Dezimil's Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Letter from Lord Portelaine? So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel was scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. what the captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of the pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Ostrom Vale, Rorum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pyriamons. He should be able to assist you. That one, 47. Yeah, I am not getting involved. Not getting involved, not getting involved, not getting involved. Okay, I'm getting involved, but not getting involved, you know. That way, I don't want to go down this way. Yeah, try and keep up. The Imperial airship. I saw it approach to land with my own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The galleons who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. I found evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large, one small. If you search the area, mayhaps you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. And you're dead. There's my footprints. Wage. We're so cold. I want to go home. Ah, please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Yes, Temu, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The galleons were snapping at our heels like hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster gaping maw. Fright. When I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Tracked down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? I see. Well, it's hardly surprising me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashing he gives Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Dark Horde, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we should know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Yida and Yustola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position, while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope. What's that? Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Temu. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Well met and welcome to Adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have had a journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Oh, this is going to be an easy choice. It'll be Gould. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Galleons on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Temu, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but mayhaps, just maybe, the people here have seen something. A Rogadin gentleman, dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make the suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhaps he elected to pass us by. Okay, let's go, yeah. Let's see. Temu, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the galleons away from me, but where within the vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up, Temu. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for help. Ask anyone who will listen. And hurry, Biggs' chance of survival grows slimmer by the moment. Now let's go to the top. And a bit higher up. And you. You. Ignace. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here, or the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I made no guarantees that your search will be will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. One more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a Munica, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Yeah, I kind of just dived straight off the steps. It's like, kamikaze. Kamikaze. In theory, you can't die. You just get dropped to 1 HP. As long as you don't go nuts and go attack him with 1 HP, you're alright. Pistola and Yida. What do we level sync to 48? Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Temu, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! He's not alone. Kill them all! Targeting's becoming weird. Better or dead. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. When we tell you, say, very well, Yeda and I shall bear him there, and with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. Don't really question that you just mentioned his boss, who believes he's dead. I'm going to go in there. There we go. I cannot thank you enough, temu, and the same goes for you, the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just. I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe you the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedge too, temu. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you? It's really you? In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. Well, Alfino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands. I feared the worst what happened. The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew it, what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the galleons get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have been asking the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted a missing horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I concluded that the galleons came neither by land nor by air. They were brought there by teleportation magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only a week. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald. Much to our dread, we knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Hi, if I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel that will have been Biggs's handiwork. Like as not, you always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Temu, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! That really will push me to the point of level 51 on them. Yep, that pushed me beyond level 51. I'm gonna be well way above leveled for Heaven's Ward. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Hall in Mordona. It is as good a place as any to prepare and better than most. The road leading east then south will get you here, there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Or I could be way, way ahead of you and just teleport there. Well met, friends. What brings you to Revenant Hall? Did I hear you rightly? You friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to disencourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on a high alert of late, with armoured patrols seen about the perimeter. Around the clock, not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Galleons were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I've a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniform, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Huh? That's a bold strategy, but just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing these Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Galamont. The fellow got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal with Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'll want to be evaded. Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter Galleon activity at the stronghold. It would not do something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Temu. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there even ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Yustola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papilimo. Where to now? Over there. Looking for Garlemont? Well, you found him. Whatever you are, you're looking to get inside Catchroom Tentry and you need my help. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So, you have friends at the Castrum Tentry. What want for rescue? The Slaffborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I'll never pass an opportunity to get back at the Horsons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity, right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. Excuse me. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach the Tentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left, called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come across some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, you might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certainty your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operations. Now get going and Godspeed. Yo. What are you? White mage. Old mom. Level 44. Level and they're dead. A faint sound of conversation echoes on the pipe. What are the captives? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute, for all the information we've got out of her. It was that much better. Delson gets on my nerves, most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I wonder why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possessed some mystical power, something we Gallians don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to know? To bloody know. If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to the host stations. Footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. And you're a Christmas bear. Alchemist on a Christmas bear. You're gonna try and attack me, are you? Here you coming. Why? I don't know. I'm like 7 levels above you. Let me pick something. 1,500 of them. 5 of them. Let's go to Alfinor. It's good to see you again, Temu. I've given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? The Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Yo. Good work, Temu. As Alphina has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of this is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Galamont is looking into ways to procure a suit of magic tech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us. Temu, let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Galamont goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they are short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I am going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now the hill-sized cluster of cryptic crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of the properties, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystal amongst the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. You've got a quest for me as well. Imperial salute. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do, by ways of preparation. There's the plans to have you enter Castrum Sentry, all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just in the clothes you're wearing. You also got to act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute for impressing everything. As they say, I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it is best you learn it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. I might go to market board. I'm sure there's one in here somewhere. Oh, there's a summoning bell. Trader and a shop. For a merchant. Would help. Independent vendor, let's make it. No, yeah. Right, let's return to Gridania. For getting gear. where's nearest one? Level workers. Open a level workers guild. What I want to get is a new bird, new net piece, and new rings. Let's see, Baba Baba. That's expensive. A cheddar bar, which is 20. Actually, I might get a cheddar bar. Now we need earring. No, we don't need an earring. We've got it. Playing Vermin, yeah. Ooh. Yep, we'll kind of hold off on that one. Vermin. Nope. Rings of Vermin. Nope. Vermin. Oh. And all these are ruby ring, vitality, strength, dexterity. Right. And let's get the and let's got a ring, just need Nick. Ruby Joker. Right. That'll help with me, gear and Rob. Make my life a lot easier. Or done. Yeah. Actually, what we could do is independent jeweler. So that. Make some money back. Summoning belt. Freeze and make me happy. Let's get back to killing things now. Now that makes my life a lot easier at killing things. Innit? Two. You're dead. And up, and up, and up, and up. And down. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgents forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Time to go big, yes, no.